Alright guys, we're going to attempt to do, I'm going to try to attempt to do these open response for you, a couple of them, so no, you don't have to do all 5 on your own, but I'm going to try to attempt to show you an example to help you out, to see if you can do a couple on your own. So while you're watching this video, you can pause it and you can do the work on your own, or you can just keep listening and see if you can do it. So I will later post the answers to the other open responses that I will not do for an example. That way you will have to try to do them on your own. But otherwise, let's begin. Alright, first thing first, what we're going to do is read. Alright, so the decomposition of substance X was experimentally observed at 25 degrees Celsius and shown to be first order with respect to X. Alright. So, first thing that should trigger something in your brain is that it's stated that it's first order. Alright. If it's first order, we should be thinking of... Alright, so this thing doesn't want to work. So we should be thinking that which variables are we going to be using when we're going to be graphing my concentration over time. Alright, so since it's concentration over time, which of the two are we going to use? Are we going to use the regular rate law or the differentiated rate law, or are we going to use the integrated rate law? Alright, so as you can see, the data from the experiment is given below. As you can see, the concentration of X, since it's a decomposition, it's going to be decomposing, and at the same time over time, it's going to be changing. Alright, so we are giving 2 graphs. One is the concentration of X over time, and the other one is the natural log of concentration X. So it gave us a hint. Not only did it tell us if it's first order, but it also told us what my dependent variable was going to be. Alright, so let's see what else they are asking us. Alright, so what they want us to do is to sketch the expected curve based on the labeled axis. We do not need to have the exact data plots, but we do need to be able to write what we see. Alright, so first let's label. So we want 0.10 at the top. Let me do this a little bit better. Alright. 0.10 at the top. Alright, and it's never going to reach 0, but it'll get really close. And at the middle, let's say it's 0.05, correct? Alright, let's go ahead and label my time. And my time is going to be over 14 seconds, and it looks like they're counting by 4s. 4, 10, 14, so let's do all the way to 20. Now let's just do to 16. Alright, so we have 0 seconds. Let's count by 2s. 2 seconds, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I know I said 16, but let's top it off with 20. Alright, 20. So let's see. First plot is at 0.1 concentration at time 0. So let's do a different color. I'm going to go with blue. Alright. Second concentration is 0.08, almost 0.09, and it's after 2 seconds. Alright. Say right there. Next one, we have 0.069 at 6 seconds. Alright, so that's 2, 4, 6. And it's almost 0.7. So I'm going to say about right here. Alright. Next one at 10 seconds is 0.054, so it's about almost reaching half, so that's 10 seconds. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, it's about 10 seconds. At 14 seconds, it reaches 0.043. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Alright, there we go. Alright, so next thing that it's asking us is write the rate law for the decomposition of substance X. Alright, so rate law. You tell me. Pause it right now and you write down which one it's going to be. Alright, it's first order, don't forget. That's a little hint. Alright, so the rate law that we should be using, let's do the difference between rate law and the integrated rate law. Alright, rate law, rate is dependent over concentration, so the rate law will be rate equals K, lowercase k for Chelsea. Alright, and the decomposition of concentration X with respect to first order. Alright, this is the rate law. Integrated is whenever we are dealing with the concentration over time, and since it's first order, it's going to be natural log. Alright, so the concentration is dependent on time. So if we're going to express it in a linear expression, we would say the natural log of concentration X at a given time is equal to, alright, don't forget, this one's going to be negative K times time plus the natural log of concentration X at time 0, or the initial. So the one that we're using, we know it's going to be this one right here, correct? Alright, so we're going to write the rate law for the decomposition of substance X, and we already did it. There we go. Make sure we write this one and not this one. I just wrote this one so you can see the difference. Alright. It's also asking us explain how one of the two graphs above can be used to determine the rate constant K. Alright, be specific which graph. So time K. Which of these is going to give us the slope if we're looking at it? Which of these? We can find the slope, but that would be the tangent, and it would be the instantaneous rate if we're talking about this graph. But if we plot this, we get a negative slope, a straight line, and that is equal to negative K over time times time. So the one that we would use, you would say, we would use the graph that is the natural log concentration of X over time. That will give us a negative slope. And that would be the answer. Alright, so let's go on to the next one. Based on the above data, calculate the rate constant for this reaction. Be sure to include units. Alright, so we just talked about it. Which of these rate laws are we going to use to figure out the rate constant? Alright, don't forget the rate constant is going to be K. And the reason it's asked us is, which of these gives us a slope or straight line? And the answer would be this one right here. Alright. So we're going to try to solve it. All we're doing is plugging and chugging. You can use any time, but make sure the time that you use, it's consistent with the concentration X at that given time. So for example, let's go ahead and get started. That's enough talking. Alright. I'm just going to use the initial time, which is going to be time 0. And I like having even numbers, so I use 10. I'll use after 10 minutes. All right. So the concentration after 10 minutes was 0.054. So I'll have the natural log is 0.054, the concentration 0.054, negative K after 10 seconds. The initial concentration was 0.1. Alright. All we do is solve for K. The natural log 0.054 minus natural log of the concentration of 0.1, alright, is equal to negative K over time. If we want to get rid of time, we divide. So our answer should be negative K is equal to the natural log of 0.054 minus the natural log of 0.1 divided by 10 seconds. Alright, so plug that in your calculator and let's see what we get. Alright, so pause right now. Let you do it. Alright, so my answer, what I got to be was negative K is equal to about negative 0.0616. And it might vary just a little bit depending on what you use. But make sure that you know that your units is going to be minutes to the -1 power. All right.